has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jefferson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Back to pass on second down. It's complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
They'll run the sneak for it. No need to get too cute there or overly creative. Just push the ball forward and get the first down.
I completely agree. I hate when people get creative. Just easy money, downhill, run the QB, get the first down.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw on first down. Fakes to grab. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've already converted a couple of times on this drive. Now first and 10 from their own 39. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Eldridge.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
That QB is absolutely going to buy all the hog mollies up front at steak dinner tonight. My goodness, when you have that much time in the pocket, I think I could be successful. And I don't even like quarterbacks or want to play quarterback.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's first and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Martin. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Hard running there. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
The offense just continues to matriculate the ball downfield, and they're finding a lot of different ways to generate these first downs. They do it right there on the quarterback sneak.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this defense has kind of been up and down on this opening drive, right? That's their 2nd sack, which is good. They need more of those plays, but they've given up a lot of yards. Down here, this part of the field, man, this defense is going to have to find a way to make a few more plays to keep them out of the end zone.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. There he goes. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
All right, well, that QB knows he now has to get the ball out of his hands quick because that defensive end turned the corner fast.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. From the gun, give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Here's the handoff. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's McGee. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense, it's a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Now on first down from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, come away with the sack.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking downfield, it's McGee. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Runs through a tackle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Going with the ground game left. Turning. Got enough space. Touchdown.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They'll leave it with him. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. He'll do it himself on the draw. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
2nd down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the tight end. The give to the tailback. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Tries to do it himself on the draw. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's McGee. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And here comes the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They bring the punter onto the field now. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Wants to throw. It's McGee. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Second down, he'll throw it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
To the ground, he's got it again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Give to the running back. Got the first down and more.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Powers through. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Martin. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Looking to throw again. Oh, they're after him. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. The Aaron 48-yard field goal attempt forces them to turn the ball over. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's McGee. Get it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. Running through contact. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. The play action fake. Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
QB draw. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a man. It's McGee. He's got him. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just boom, put it on the line, it's really nice to have that.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Here's a heat. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice.
There he goes. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
To the ground with the back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll immediately call timeout. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Release to the back. Got his man on the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out there inside the horseshoe.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's McGee. He'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's back. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Hall.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Got some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. They're going to run it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's McGee. Rushes on him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, going up top. That's reeled in. It's Hall. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And here comes the punt team. coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Looking to throw, it's McGee. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Yeah, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They try to get it outside on the left. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When you're running up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. He leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running to the left. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? Looking downfield, it's McGee. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Bringing it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes You're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Right back to it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Setting up the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Play action. Got a man. It's Hall. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when to catch a big fella.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's McGee. Working that left side now. He's loose. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeps it on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
I tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Brings up 3rd down.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. Shakes off the defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
To the air on second down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Look, I know this guy's tiny, but on these slant throws as a DB, you got to get your hands on him because he's just too quick. He's going to cross your face too easy otherwise, and he did right there.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll go to the ground. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. They'll try the run. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They're about to snap it for the 9th play on this drive, and they need a yard on 3rd down. He'll go to the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
The give to the back. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to throw. It's McGee. Got it in the middle. It's back. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. At the 35, he's open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Off play action on 1st down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send you. Send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Under fire. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. This time he's got it. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the 1st down.
Well, this little guy is going to be difficult for any DB to cover, especially on these slant throws, because he gets out of his break and he explodes off the line of scrimmage so quickly.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down.
for the offense.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Oh, he's got some space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's McGee. Flips it out on the screen. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Pivotal moment, perhaps even a decisive play coming on 3rd and 3. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. Right back to the well. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
They'll try to tack on an extra point here deep in the game. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. 16-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback running on the draw. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play call.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Throws for the tight end. He makes the catch. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Timeout called by the offense, 29 seconds left on the clock.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Right on the money. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. And the pass is caught for a touchdown, and it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
And listen to the crowd. They're going absolutely nuts. If they get the extra point, they tie this thing. In all likelihood, it's going to overtime, and they've got the home field crowd behind them. What a huge advantage in this moment.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Here's the handoff. Sweet cut there. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, Dave.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. They'll leave it with him. Fights off the defender. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
From the gun. Looking for the goal line. And it'll be a touchdown. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw, it's McGee. Bringing the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's second down. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
They are up against it. A 3rd and long, needing a touchdown here in overtime. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete on the right side. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.